like this. If you mess with my freedom, I'll tell you just what you can kiss. That's right. I can't believe I'm having to do this in November. Guys, welcome back to the Stoney Ridge Farm channel. We got the cows up here. We're gonna walk up and check them out here in just a second. Today I come to you with a somber heart. I am having to feed hay to my cattle in November because it's been so super dry. Come along today, we're gonna have a little bit of fun. We'll show you guys what we typically do in the wintertime. This will be the first hay bale I've had to roll out to the cows this year. I'm so disappointed in the weather situation. We have no grass left from 46 hungry cows up there. It is 80 degrees today here in November. If you guys tuned in to the past video, red-tailed hawk just went down and got him a fish. Check it out, dude. There he goes. That was awesome. Way cool. He's sitting up there now. Cool. We'll watch this hawk for a minute. So guys, if you tuned in a couple weeks ago, we drug the pastures up here. We drug out all the manure pats and we did a little bit of mowing behind the tractor after we drug the manure pats out, and we actually did some overseeding. It has not rained since then. We have not had a significant rainfall here in North Carolina where I live, north central North Carolina, in at least 6 weeks, maybe 8 weeks. It is as dry, I don't want to say as dry as the Sahara Desert, but it is dry, really dry. My grass for the cattle, typically this time of year, is really recovering quickly. We have nice cool weather. The cool season grasses tend to kick in, and the cows have plenty of forage. We have zero forage out here for the cows, and it's got me really worried. I have 200 bales of hay set aside for this winter time, and I'm gonna have to get into that hay today. So we're gonna take you over and we're gonna hook up the Greg Judy bale unroller, and I'll post a link down there. It's greenpasturesfarm.net. Tell Greg Judy I sent you over there if you decide you want to get a bale unroller. I don't get paid to say that, but it's a really, really awesome piece of equipment. It is the #1 pasture feeding piece of equipment that I have on the Stoney Ridge farm. Also, along with this ATV, but we'll walk over and we'll show you all that and how it all works. And we're gonna hook up and feed our first bale of hay for this year. I need your prayers and thoughts. We need rain so bad, guys. Farming like this is stressful enough. Not having food is really stressful. And with Hurricane Helene hitting North Carolina, we're gonna have a hay shortage here in North Carolina this year. It's crazy. Let's get all the way back on the other side of the farm, way over this hump, and we'll find the bale unroller. I've got it stashed up in the woods. let's talk about all the equipment that we're using, and this is the all winter long equipment situation. So this is a Honda Foreman 500. I do believe it's a 2016 model. I keep a Gerber multi-tool in here. This is called the Gerber Center Drive. It's a very handy tool to always have with you, and we'll be using that to cut our hay bale string. This has a little pocket in here, and inside that pocket I keep my gate opener, some Carmex, some zip ties, and typically more than one earplug. Save your old pill bottles and put earplugs in them. It makes a good container to carry those. I like to save money whenever I possibly can. This ATV has been on the farm, and it has probably the most hours on it of any machine on the farm, and for sure the most miles. So Honda Foreman, 2,444 miles, 482 hours on this machine. This is a Copen rack setup. This is a front rack, this is the rear rack, clearly. This is a Copen Rhino grip. I love these. I have them on every machine pretty much. I don't really care so much for the extra large front rack right here. It restricts you when you're trying to load this into the pickup truck. I prefer the basket type rack. I'll post a link to the one that I do prefer. This rear rack is also a Copen rack, and it's been on the machine for, gosh, years and years. These are the Rhino grips right there, and the only downside to the Rhino grips is they get a little sticky. However, I reached out to Copen and they sent brand new ones to replace, so I really like that. This is my wintertime machine. Underneath here, we have a hitch ball. This is a 2-inch hitch receiver, and this is the Greg Judy bale unroller, only made by Greg Judy. So this comes out of Missouri. My good friend Greg Judy, who's a regenerative farmer just like myself, builds this machine. This holds hay bales. So we have 2 spikes. The way this works, and you're going to see it in just a second, this comes loose, the spikes slide out, you back up to the hay bale, you knock the spikes in, and you drive off. It's just that simple. Now, when you get ready to pick up your hay bale, basically you stick your spikes in and you drive this crank right here, just like so. Now, when you get done with it, you want to drive that crank back up so that you're ready to back up to the next hay bale. So what we're going to do today is hook to one hay bale and feed the cows, and then we'll probably leave this in the field. I may just go ahead and hook up to the second hay bale. That way I can feed them tomorrow. Typically in the wintertime, I'm feeding these cows 3 giant round bales per day. That's a lot of hay, and you're gonna see what we do. We unroll hay out on the land out here, and that helps to heal the land. This has had no fertilizer. This is just the front yard, but it has had no fertilizer in 9 years now, something like that. What we do is use butt fertilizer from the cows and butt fertilizer from the chickens on the lawn. So that's the Greg Judy bale unroller. That's what it is, and we're gonna go use it. have to move quick. They're coming right to the gate. Cow. Super cool. Come on in the gate, guys. I gotta run and do this on the fly. Drop the gate, four-wheeler. Yep. And through the gate we go. Lock, brake. And mad dash back to the gate. Tell me you don't get any exercise farming. I don't know what you talking about, Willis. Hey, big bud. What you doing, big bud? Hey, big feller. You got poop in your hair. How'd you get poop in your hair? Hey. Hey, cutie cutie. How'd you get poop in your hair? Probably butting somebody in the butt again. So as the cows patiently wait right here, we've got to take off this net wrap. I will tell you guys, this net wrap is awesome. The bale and roller works much better with a net wrapped bale. All I do is cut it and pull it off, and hopefully I'm downwind, not upwind. Hey, Moose. What is this? It's hay. It's not hay season, is it, kids? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't stress this enough. This is the most instrumental product on the farm. This piece of machinery right here, the Great Judy bale unroller. You can tell there's a little bit of bad hay down here on the bottom, okay? All of this bad hay goes right back to the land. We have bare spots in various places. We've got a really bare spot way on the other side over here. So we're gonna drive over there and we're gonna release this bale. We wanna put these hay bales on bare spots. Spots that have sparse grass, spots that need nutrition, spots that need this. Okay, this will rot and it turns to soil. That's what it's all about here on the Stoney Ridge. So we're driving way over here. We're gonna drop this bale. That's Freedom, number 5. That one doesn't have a name. And who are you? I don't know who you are. You tore your ear tag out. This is a cow-calf operation, basically, guys. This is Big Bud, and Big Bud is just a troublemaker. Look at him. I think we outran them. We'll unhook this, let that hang. We'll flip this guy up, just like so. And we'll unroll this bale. You want the bale to unroll the opposite way that it was put onto the baler. In other words, you want to roll it backwards so it spreads it out on a larger space versus rolling it out really, really thick, and the cows will trample it and ruin more hay. It makes sense, doesn't it? I've done the math, guys, and we talk about building a hay barn that's going to cost us $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 to store these hay bales. These are $50 hay bales. We ruin approximately $3 worth of hay. 200 times 3 is $600 a year worth of hay that goes on the ground here that might get damaged from wet weather. You've got to think about this, guys. These hay bales have a thatch roof on them, okay? So that's just thatch. As we dig right down into here, a lot of people argue this fact with me. We dig into here and we're right into the good hay right there. Should you be doing this with horses? No, you shouldn't be doing it with horses. This is a cattle thing, okay? Maybe goats, but not horses. that there is a happy bunch of cows. You see, they went right for it. Guys, there's just not enough grass out here. We've got pregnant moms like this mom right here. She's gonna have a fall baby, and she is super pregnant. Let me see if it's a boy or a girl. Almost got kicked. That's the first bale of hay this year. There ain't no use in crying about it. We just have very, very dry weather, guys. I need your thoughts and prayers for wet weather. We need some cool, wet weather. Get this grass back to popping. What I'm doing here, spreading out hay, is buying more time across the other side of the farm. While the other side recovers, even though we have just a little bit of rain, the other side of the farm will recover, and we're gonna feed hay in this big pasture right here. So they got a little bit of green left, and we'll start unrolling 1 bale of hay out here per day. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you next time on the Stoney Ridge. That's the first bale of the year, and this is the earliest I've ever had to feed hay to the cows, aside from drought times in June. I don't know what to do. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time on the Stoney Ridge Farm. Ball B-roll, man. Won't them daggone buck-do. Get down. There you go. Swallowed a chip the wrong way at the Mexican place last night. They could cut me. Care for this one?
Bill, but I'm gonna make sure about the Saturday before I text you. Okay?
Okie doke.
All right, don't work too hard. I'll talk to you later.
All right, bye. That my mama, she talking about Thanksgiving. We represent the ATV Guild, the ATV Guild. Hold on, boys. As quickly as I can to go through the next gate without them bum rushing me on that one. Cows, pain in the butt. Hey, big feller, you got poop in your hair. Probably butting somebody in the butt again. This is Big Bud, and Big Bud is just a troublemaker. Look at him. And we have no grass left. Well, what about that grass? They ain't in the daggone pasture. I just want a cow. Oh, look at all this stuff. It's boxes. It's like Christmas. Except for I paid for it. Don't forget to drink a great value water. It's such a great value. I have 3 wells on this farm, and I'm drinking bottled water. Oh, I just saw a huge, looked like a, oh, look at that. Golden eagle? Oh, white-tailed deer? I gotta get outside more. That's that big buck I've been looking for. You stop having fun right now.